Oh my god. Oh. It's the morning after the wedding. I'm having coffee. I had, oh no, why is the killer on me? I had zero alcohol, and yet I feel as if I'm dying. Well, I don't feel like I'm dying. Stop chasing me, no! They doubled up on me. I never seen anyone jump out of there. Oh my god, it's funny. Oh my lord. This is how you start the morning. Cat screaming, Leon screaming, people flashlighting. Oh, God. It was a lovely affair. I don't think, I could be wrong. This includes the one certainly includes the one I married. I have never seen a nicer groom. The bride was nice too, but the groom was, wow. I mean, the effort that that man gave to talking to every single person, he sat there for hours and hours and hours and they took pictures. Oh my God, there was 10 million people there. And he was so nice. He was so into it. And not in like a flashy, embarrassing way, but in a good way. Like he helped the bride all the time, but not in like a weird, flattering way where you can tell the person, when people do things over the top, they don't really mean it. Not like that. Just the nicest bloody man I've ever seen. Oh, did he see me? Oh, he saw me. Right. No, Wesker, no. No, Wesker. Wesker, do you know this mind game? It's the one where I don't know what I'm doing. You didn't know it? Oh, no, he heard me. He saw me. He knows now. Oh! Um, it was so nice. And the girls were so nice and they were so lovely. I did my whole furs and jewels thing, which I don't know what it is. I really don't, I didn't have my hand on the trigger. I don't know what it is. It's the silliest thing. But for some reason, I don't know if it's because no one wears fur anymore. But, oh my God, what is that girl doing? That's funny. Oh my God. No, I don't know. Fur, you wear a fur and some pearl earrings, and I swear, I don't know. People just, it's like you're the queen. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even leave the table. I literally drank. I think I had 7 Coca-Colas and three Coca-Colas and 3 ginger ales and 2 glasses of water. And I didn't even go to the bathroom, which is insane. Plus, I didn't even go before I left. It's like, I just sat at the table. The kids brought me food. I didn't even move. They brought me dinner. First we had lunch, this huge lunch, and then I was like, is this over yet? Because, it's been like 4 hours, and then I didn't know, but then they were also having dinner. Where's that? Kay and my friends? You know, mistakes were made. Anyway, I'm talking too much about this, and now I'm dead. That's how it goes. Um, it was very nice. I met everyone's relatives, and what else did we do? Oh yeah, it was a flurry of shopping. I was like, how can I go to this wedding without spending any money? There has to be a way. And then as the day progressed, we just, drew more things from the recesses, from the vaults. By the end of the day, there we were. And then some lady came up to me at the end. This gorgeous woman in the most beautiful dress. She had lovely hair. She was just absolutely stunning. Like, I mean, literally pretty close to stunning. Like, I haven't been around the world. I haven't seen, you know, I haven't lived with supermodels, but I'm saying this woman was very beautiful. Oh my god, what the fuck's going on here? Get out of the way, you loons! The bot's trying to help me! And then this guy's trying to spray me. Hello, bot. Um, oh shit, now I killed the bots and this guy. I killed everyone because I'm talking about myself. But anyway, she came up to me when we were leaving and she said, what did she say? I can't remember what she said. She said something complimentary to me, like, oh, you look so whatever the hell, beautiful. Not beautiful. She said lovely, I think, because I'm old now. I'm the old lady at the wedding now. And she goes, and I said, oh, thank you. And then what did she say? She goes, yeah, you're something about your look. It's very different. Like, I don't know how it can be possible. When I'm not saying I didn't try, but I certainly didn't go out of my way to spend any money. Well, at least we got the pallet slam in. I mean, we originally spent money, of course, to obtain the items, but I don't know. It's just the weirdest thing. Buy some fur and some drop pearl earrings, and oh, and I had a big giant pearl, triple strand pearl choker as well. So that was a little. It wasn't a lot, but it was at the maximum. Let's say that. It was maximum 1950s. Okay, anyway, it was a great time. It wasn't a bad round. We could have stayed alive if we didn't talk so much about ourselves, but here we are. And what else happened? Um, yeah, what else happened? Anything happened? Oh my god. Oh yeah, and then when we got ready to leave after 4 hours, because apparently I didn't even read the invitation, then they served supper at like 10:30 at night after we just ate. I'm like, I just ate more in one day, one more in one meal than I normally would eat in, I'm not even kidding you, probably in 3 days. Because I don't usually eat anymore because I chew nicotine gum now, so I'm not hungry. I was like, wow, this is good. What did I eat? Can't even remember. And then we're getting ready to, like, not getting up to leave, but, I'm like, okay, 4 hours, how long is this going on? I'm tired. I wasn't bored though. I didn't really want to leave, but also I was worried about the dog at home because he's crazy. I mean, he ripped a giant hole in the carpet when we left him alone once. So I was like, it's been 4.5 hours. I think that. So anyway, then they're like, hey, it's supper time. I'm like, what? I'm like, you're kidding. You have to be joking me. There's no way. There's no way. So then it was another huge round. And then what happened? Oh my God, then no, 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 no. First, I got the cake, so everyone ate cake. I didn't eat any cake. And then after that, then they had supper again, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You truly must be joking. But they weren't. They were like round two, and then after that, then everyone started dancing because everyone was, drunk. The most fun thing you can do is be a designated driver because as the night goes on and everyone's having fun and you're not, actually the fun becomes all the people who love you keep trying to give you drinks. They keep trying to slip you one. I'm like, I thought they brought me club soda because I love club soda, and I was like, oh, thank you, right? My eighth drink, and I haven't left the table. Non-alcoholic drink, and I was like, oh, thanks, and because they know I love it. And then one of the gentlemen that came with us leans conspiratorially over and says, with vodka. I was like, oh, no, no, I don't want that. They tried to give me plaster me with Caesars and Coke and whiskey, and what else did they try and give me? I don't know. I'm like, I'm not drinking any of this. I'm driving. They're like, it'll wear off before we leave, and I'm like, I know, but so anyway, the fun is if you don't have anything and you go with everyone, and everyone gets so not so drunk, but they get intoxicated, and then they're crazy, and they tell you the craziest things. I won't reveal who told me this, but someone came up to me with an insecurity that they had, and we discussed it. We went all the way back through their childhood. Also, I can say I was not shocked because the person goes, "This must be very shocking to hear me tell you this," and I'm like, I'm not going to say nothing shocks me because there are certainly things out in the world that if I saw or experienced, I'm sure I'd be shocked till I was dead and it would horrible things, right? So I'm not saying that. But I was like, no, I'm not shocked because everyone has weird. It wasn't even weird, but it was surprising that this tiny thing was so affecting to a person. The mind, the human mind. What did someone say? The mind person? The mind person. So anyway, no. But people will tell you all this crazy stuff, and you just sit there and everyone is so intoxicated, and no one was crazy, thank God. But everyone started dancing and going, the party was on, the dance floor was on, and everyone got out there, and then yeah, it's just funny because it gets even more amusing, but you have to hold out till it really kicks in for everyone, and then everyone is so fucked up. Not so fucked up, but in the sense that you can't drive. But they're like, they think that they're fine. And you're like, wow, you're not fine. You're not even, you don't even know what road we came in here on. You were, and then I was driving everyone home, and then someone in the car who I won't say any names was like, you're going the wrong way. You got to go right. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've lived here my whole life. I'm like, no. And they're like, no, you got to go right. And I'm like, really? Because I don't even drive anymore, but I know where the hell I am. I'm like, what? And then I was like, you're crazy. You've lost all sense of directional reality. I'm like, and then I was trying to make a left-hand turn. They're like, you're in the wrong lane. I'm like, what? I mean, because like I don't drive anymore, but like I still know how to fucking drive, right? I was not in the wrong lane, and then there was all this yelling about I'm driving too slow, we're gonna die, and I'm like, you need to shut up. Anyway, we got home and it was great, but it was really fun. It was a great time. So that was the wedding, and I did one last night when I came home from it. It was very fun, but it was very stressful for others because relatives were meeting relatives and they were very concerned and oh my god, which is totally natural. You know, the great thing about getting older is you're like when you're young, you would be worried about that, right? Will this person like that person? Will they get along? I really want them to know each other and blah blah blah. As you get older, you're like, there isn't a goddamn thing I can do about this. If these people are gonna hate each other, they're gonna hate them. I told everyone involved when I roll up, I will pretend that I am working again. And I don't mean as a prostitute, I mean as a customer service representative of a major telecommunications company that I worked for 10 years. I got the meanest people. It took me like maybe, it really didn't take me long to turn like 99.9% of the meanest, baddest, and I mean people who had justified reasons to be furious around. Because it was our fault. We're always doing something terrible. We screwed things up 15 times, not me personally, but some moron who didn't care or didn't have the capacity to care or comprehend or whatever. Man, it was nice having an unlimited money budget. I had I had millions of dollars and I gave its maximum amount away as I could. Maximum every time. I remember paying people's light bills. They owed like $900. Not light bills, their internet bills. you know, and I would like, they'd be like, they owe $1,200. I'm not supposed to pay anything. I'm like, but I had a budget of every caller. and I could spend it any way I wanted to. So if the last three people, only gave them a video coupon, not a video, what's it called? Like a movie coupon or something stupid, or which never happened. Come on, let's tell the truth. It was always a bloodbath of money. But I knew how much, and I kept track of everyone I talked to. So I gave away tons of money. So I know how to handle people. Money makes everything better, but this is not a money situation, obviously. I was like, I'm just gonna be nice to everyone. I'm gonna, no matter what crazy shit they do, and they did crazy shit. They did some crazy shit. They did some things no one should do. I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend like this is my job, and my job is to placate all the crazy people. And I am a master at that. And granted, probably I was only at 90% capacity because there was still 10% because I'm not getting paid. But it was nice to every single person. Everyone was wonderful. But honestly, it was so funny when we were sitting there and you can watch when you're a designated driver. The alcohol, it compounds over time, right? Like even if it's been hour after hour and it's only been one an hour, pretty soon by hour five, everyone's just like, whoa. And happy. Everyone was so happy. It was the loveliest affair. It wasn't trashy. It was huge. It was gorgeous. Oh my God, I never seen so many flowers in my life. And yeah, it's the most fun. But everyone keeps trying to get you to drink. Just have one. You can have one. Because, that's just what, when you drink, you're always trying. I do the same thing to other people, you know, because you're having so much fun. You're like, come on, just one. One's not going to hurt. Just come on. Just have one. Here, do you want this? Oh, just have one. And then someone brought me Caesar because I love Caesars. And then they're like, they brought the other person I was with that I was talking to. They brought them a double. And they're like, we'll just get you a single. And then I was like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. And then someone was like, just get a virgin. I was like, all right, I'll have a virgin Caesar or whatever. And then they're winking at me, a single, just a single. And I'm like, God. So I couldn't drink that either. No one listens. Anyway, it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. My children had fun. And the dog was mad at home, but that's it. Uh, yeah. So just basically anywhere you go, don't drink. Just drive all the drunk people. And then they tell you everything. And it's so funny. And then you're so glad that they got home because I always worry about everyone. And they always think that they're fine. They're like, it's been 4 hours and I only had. And then you ask people, how many drinks does this person have? And they're like, and then they're counting. They're like, I only had. And then the other person behind them is like, 3 or 4. And the person you're asking is like, two. I'm like, 2 to 4 is not the same. No one knows what they're doing. Don't trust anyone and don't let them drive home. And that's that.